I'll share my big mistake that I made. Before that, we didn't have messaging, emails. When we sent an email to a patient, like a mass email, we would have to copy email addresses and put them in the BCC, right? So I was making an announcement and I had copied something like 200 email addresses to send out. And of course, I did the dumb thing and I put them in the CC, not the BCC email address field. I sent the email. I didn't even realize I did it wrong. Getting ready to log out and everything, I finish up. I start getting emails back. My email is pinging, and I'm going, what is going on here? And, to be fair, it wasn't all, a couple hundred. I got emails from about 6 people. And he said, I really don't appreciate you giving out my email address to your whole patient database. And then another one came in, same thing. I thought, oh my goodness, I am fired 5,000% for sure on this. And I remember it was night because you know why? Because I walked out to my car and I was crying. So I thought for sure this was the end of the world and I apologized. And here's what I did because this is how not smart I am at that time, right? I mean, maybe I haven't gotten smarter. I don't know. So this is what I did. I actually apologized to that person and then I sent an email. I sent that same email. I hit reply and apologized to everyone on the email list. Well, you can imagine it went again to everybody. So everybody who didn't open it the first time now opens it again. And I don't know how many people ended up on an email list because of my stupid mistake. I think what happened, and one of the patients came in and he had been on the list and he was laughing about it. And he shared a similar, how he had royally, screwed up at his job. And he said, I didn't even get the second email. And I said, really? And he said, it probably went to spam. He said, you probably had too many people on the email list. And maybe a lot of people didn't even get it initially because it went to spam. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But let's be honest. In today's day and age, HIPAA fines are huge. If I had seen an office do that, I would have been nervous, very nervous. I mean, this is like 20 years ago, right? I was terrified that my boss was going to find out and I was going to get fired. Well, I couldn't not tell him because it weighed on me. So I told him. So why I'm sharing all of this with you is that that's a pretty big screw up. If you make a mistake, it's not good to cover. It's never good to cover it. It's good to own it. And that is how you build credibility with your team. And was my employer very angry? You bet. Very much so. You bet. And of course, I remember going home and thinking something similar to this too shall pass. And it did. Does this sound interesting to you? Follow the link for the full episode.